Hi there, welcome to this Cajon tutorial. I had some requests to post more Cajon rhythms, and most of the time I translate Latin rhythms to Cajon, but Cajon is of course very useful in pop music and funk rhythms, and so I have a very nice funk rhythm for you, and with some variations. Okay, the rhythm starts like this. I start with my right hand playing a bass on the first note. Then just before the second note, another bass, and on the second note, the snare is coming. Doom, doom, ka. So you have 1, 2, and that's the slap. After the slap, there are 2 fingertips coming with the right hand and the left hand. You don't play them that loud. You don't have to play them cha cha cha, but you just play just after the right left. The right hand is playing another bass. So you have 1, 2, and then left hand playing the snare again, accent loud, and a bass. Doom, doom, ka, doom, ka, doom. So after the beat, and this snare and bass is coming one more time. So you have doom, doom, ka, doom, ka, doom, ka, doom. 1, 2, and again. 1, 2, and the second part starts with a paradiddle. I play with my right hand, I play the bass, and with the left hand I play the high note. So you have a paradiddle is right, left, right, right. Yeah? So you have 3 bass notes. After this, the left hand plays another snare. So you have So with the first part you have this. After this snare, again fingertip right hand, fingertip left hand, and then the bass with the right hand. The same as the first part. So from this paradiddle you have this. Yeah, doom ka, doom doom ka, t t goom. Yeah. So from the beginning, doom doom ka, doom goom ka, doom ka, doom doom ka, doom ka, goom. 1, 2, and after this last bass, there's a small rest, and then the left hand plays a snare and the right hand 2 bass notes. So you have this doom ka, doom doom ka, doom goom ka, doom doom. Yeah, again from this paradiddle. 1, 2, and then the last note is coming with the left hand, the snare, the high. So this last part, doom ka, doom ka, goom ka, doom ka. 1, 2, and that's the second part. So when I make the combination, you have doom, doom, ka, doom, ka, doom, ka, doom, Doom ka doom doom ka doom ka doom doom ka doom doom ka doom doom ka doom ka doom doom ka doom ka doom ka doom ka. That's the rhythm. Yeah? Let's play it again in a slow tempo. Doom doom ka doom doom. 1, 2 and that's the rhythm, yeah? I hope you like this funky rhythm. Now, some variations. This is the basic rhythm, but you can make lots of variations. And of course you can make your own variations, but I will show you some easy variations. When you have the second part, the last note, the slap, this doom ka doom doom ka doom ka doom doom ka. Then before you go to the first beat, you play 2 high notes, 2 snares, ta-ka, and then you go back to the first beat. So you have doom ka doom doom ka doom ka doom doom ka ta-ka doom ta doom doom. Yeah. So this last part is then this. Yeah, taka boom. That's the first variation. At the same place, directly after the last note, this snare, you can play another bass directly after this note. Takum. It's also a nice variation. So you have from the beginning, doom. Doom ka doom ka doom ka doom doom ka doom ka doom ka doom ka doom 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 ka doom. The important it's only one note, this bass note, but it is very important that you, after this last note, this bass note, this variation, that you keep the rest and that you really start on the 1 again. Yeah? So you have this rhythm. 1, 2 and don't speed it up and come too early with the first note. Yeah? That's important here. Okay. A little bit a longer variation is also in the second part. When you play the paradiddle and you end this first part, this last bass note is just before the beat. Tu ka tu ka kum. Tu ka tu ka kum. Now, this note just before the beat is a syncopated note. Now, this you can play more syncopated bass notes till you are back at the first beat. And that means that I keep my right hand here, just playing bass. Tu ka tu ka tu kum 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 tum. Tu ka tu ka tu kum 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 kum. Tum ka tum ka tum ka tum tu ka ka kum tum. Yeah. So I will play the second part. 1, 2 and. like this. Eh? Also a nice variation. The last variation is a little bit longer and it's actually the second part. I only play the first part and then the variation is coming. So I only play toom, toom, ka, toom, ka, toom, ka, toom, tuguduku taka, tuguduku taka, taka, toom, tugaku, tukum, ka, toom, tuguduku taka, taka, toom. So I start after the first beat with bass notes. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Then a small rest and I repeat it. Tuguduku taka, 1. And then again a rest and I play actually the first variation. I use the 2 snares to go back to the first beat. So you have tuguduku taka, taka, toom. So if I sing the first bar and then the variation, you have toom, tugaku, tukum, katum, tuguduku taka, taka, toom, tugatu, tutum, katum. Yeah, that's the way the last variation. I hope you can use this. And of course you can play this also on congas with the tumba, that all the bass notes are tumbas. Yeah, you can play this, you can translate it to the congas too. It's also very nice. One last thing I want to explain is one of my students said, well, when I watch your cajon tutorials, I noticed that the way you play the snare, that it's not just like an open tone, like, but I play it more with as a slap. Very often I do this because the sound is higher. You use the snares that are in the cajon, and you also have a little bit this slap note from the conga. So that's what I use. Most of the time I use the bass note, the open tone like this, and also the slap. And you can make it higher, even higher when you... The notes here at the side are even higher. Yeah. Okay. I wish you good luck with this nice rhythm, and next week I will post the percussion play along videos. Bye bye.